Well, Keir Starmer, shall we say, has got himself in a bit of hot water over plans to shake up things with our immigration system once again. And he has, of course, been hit with accusations of surrendering as he looks to introduce a one-in, one-out asylum exchange with our neighbours across the Channel, or the safe country of France, as I often call it. And whilst he presumably thinks it will be a good thing, I'm pretty sure that it's actually going to make sod all difference to the numbers coming over in the first place. And apparently this Starmer lightbulb moment is going to be rolled out next week when Starmer wraps up his first year in office, if you can make it out far that is, to cut down on the number of people arriving in small boats. The thing is, though, it's not going to cut down at all, is it, if it's one in, one out? The Shadow Home Secretary, Chris Phillip, well, what did he say about it? He said that MPs aren't exactly too thrilled about this, and personally I don't blame him, saying we're shelling out £500 million to French to send boats sailing from Calais only to end up with the same number of folks arriving here anyway. And he is exactly right, isn't he? And he is, of course, like many of us, pointing fingers at the French for not stopping the boats at sea or returning them like the Bulgarians do, but instead of pushing for some real enforcement. Philip reckons that Labour's gone for this one-in, one-out trick. And it ain't going to be fooling many people either, Keir, especially me. And he's slamming it as a gimmick, which I think it personally is, and even calling Labour out for ditching the returns deterrent needed by the National Crime Agency, branding it as surrendering our immigration system. Well, thanks, Keir. So how does all this work? Is it as simple as one in, one out? Well, apparently the plan involves sending some asylum seekers back to France when they land in the UK, and reportedly the same number will be welcomed in Paris and hopping on, no doubt, the border force taxi to come over here. But as of 2025, over 16,545 people have made the crossing in small boats, a whopping 45% jump from the same time last year. Because yes, obviously Labour are in charge, aren't they? So it is only going to get worse, in my opinion. Who knows how much it will be by 2029. If indeed Keir Starmer or the Labour government last that long, hopefully they won't. But that 45% figure was even according to the Home Office. But despite the French beefing up their beach patrols, the boats keep coming because, yes, they just love, it seems, to keep taking our money and do little work for, if any at all. But last week, Keir Starmer, of course, was saying the situation was deteriorating, and he hinted at cracking down on visas. Well, actions speak louder than words, Keir, so I'll believe it when I see it. He suggested, though, that countries slacking on tackling the regular migration issue and not taking back failed asylum seekers might see fewer visas issued to their citizens as a result. I personally do not think that Keir Starmer has the giant balls needed to actually make that a reality, I'm afraid. Nigel Farage probably would do, but I doubt Keir would at all. But what are they all said about it? Well, apparently Keir's message came as French police were seen to employ more robust tactics on the beaches this week, including tear gas. What a coincidence in the timing there, I'm sure you'll agree. But they were also seen to stand by and watch more migrants had entered the water to board a dinghy in the hope of crossing the English Channel, and the Home Office has been contacted for comment. And of course, I don't know about you, but the sooner Nigel Farage gets in and sorts all this mess out, the better, because Keir Starmer isn't exactly doing anything for migrants, apart from, of course, seeming to put them up in 4-star hotels, that is, eh? But anyway, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos, so make sure you click that subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.